and Clarence Armstrong. Now the Charleston Classic Friday night nightcap underway between two teams that had NCAA tournament aspirations. Both came into the tournament 4-0, picked up their first loss last night, trying to rebound and get back on track tonight. Long three from Trey Coleman.
Immediately VCU doubling Davidson in the post.
And Christian Furman opens the scoring.
Furman's done such a nice job in the early part of the year for Ryan Odom. You know, he's a much improved offensive player. He shows you there with the jump hook. Goes right to it on the block.
Take a look at the Nevada starting five, a veteran group, as Chris mentioned. Now, this is a team that went to back-to-back NCAA tournaments and returns a lot of guys that were part of those winning teams. Foul called inside. Led by the veteran head coach as well, Steve Alford, year number 6 at Nevada. He just won his 100th game for the Wolfpack, so that marks 4 schools where he's won 100 games at. One of 2 head coaches to ever do that. Lefty Drizel, the other, so that's terrific company. Long outlet pass finds Jack Clark, settles it down. Foul called. Take a look at that VCU starting five. Russell and Clark are the new additions through the transfer portal. And both players on their 4th stop. To me, playing for 4 schools still sounds crazy. I know that's commonplace now and not as rare as it was.
That's still on the high end.
Clark was part of that Clemson team that went to the Elite Eight a year ago. Kobe Sanders trying to get going early. Now Coleman into the lane. They love to get into the paint, and that's one.
And you've got to be ball strong against VCU's defense. You know, they're going to make you feel them early. They're going to pick up, but in the half court, their ball pressure is outstanding. You've got to be ball strong, especially on those drives when you get into that paint.
Good ball movement. Shulga, he'll usually make you pay on an open look. Gets it done on defense, tracks back, and the senior rips it away. Damasile off the screen. Finds Shulga. Goes to work. Jack Clark, another good look. VCU's had good ball movement. They've gotten good looks early, just can't finish.
Yeah, Jack Clark coming off a game. He did not shoot well yesterday. And I thought in the second half took some bad shots. You know, they shoot a lot of threes, VCU. They play free, they play in the open floor. They're taking about 26 threes a game, which is almost half their shots on the year. But I thought as that game got tight yesterday against Seton Hall, I thought their shot selection hurt them.
Sanders in attack mode. That rims out no good. Clark drives baseline. The extra pass. Damasile flies in and is fouled hard. Brandon Love colliding in the air with Joe Damasile.
It was scary. I mean, it was a physical play, confrontation. He gets fouled out there by Xavier Dussel at first, right there, and then bang, here comes Brandon Love over to meet him. You know, that was one thing last night for Nevada. in their game against Vanderbilt, as Bamisile continues to get looked at, they did not do a good job protecting their paint. You know, they got beat off of the dribble, and then Vanderbilt had an easy time finishing at the basket. So you see the emphasis. I mean, we are not giving up anything free at the rim. And Joe Bamisile got nailed.
Bamisile, the leading scorer for this VCU team. Second year with the Rams, coming over from Oklahoma. And rejoins the huddle, which is good to see.
You know, Joe Bamisile took 13 threes last night, and he can certainly make them. But I thought that was a volume night for him. First thing I wrote down in my note, he's got to drive it more. And so there you see, he passed up the three to force the issue at the basket.
And Bamisile subs out to. It continues to be looked at over at the VCU bench.
On the line, number 9,
You were a volume three-point shooter. So
absolutely. I actually defined what it meant to be volume.
Well, Bamisile, you said, took 13 last night. What was your career high in attempts for a single game?
Good question. Shots, it was, I think it was somewhere around 25, 26.
This is what VCU can do. They'll guard you 94 feet, that full court pressure for all 40 minutes, and they create the turnover because of it.
Yeah, I mean, they speed you up. You know, that's kind of what the pressure is designed to do. Get into your legs, speed up your mind even more than your body.
Philip Russell tees up Clark on a three. Misfires. Davidson calling for it. They tried to get it to him, and Clark commits the foul.
You know, again, it's a big part of this game tonight against VCU's defense. You have got to catch it strong. You've got to come to the basketball as Davidson did there.
his first team second. And Arthur Brown.
Hands on for Trey Coleman. Nevada trying to find an offensive rhythm. Long stretches last night where they looked like this. Oh. Although that almost goes. A heave at the end of the shot clock and then a block by the big freshman Luke Bamboye. VCU playing with good energy. The defensive battle early on in the Charleston nightcap.
Kind of really good coaches who have come through VCU. And Ryan Odoms, he's done a terrific job. He's got a really veteran starting group. 3 graduates, a senior and a junior, and then he's got some talented freshmen coming off of his bench. So he's growing the program organically.
Nice play out of the timeout. Kobe Sanders knocks it down.
So good at doing that. You know, playing out of the ball screen. You put the defender in jail, which means you get him behind you, and then he just uses that 6'9" frame.
Jeff Jackson, who made his season debut last night, scored 10 points in the first half. Didn't look rusty at all.
So part of Max Shulga's performance last night, he had the 20 points. He drew 9 fouls. and took 11 free throws. I mean, it was just a battering ram, kind of like that play there, just getting into the paint and taking contact. Start to put a team in some foul trouble, drawing 9 fouls.
VCU, a team that returned 65% of its scoring from a year ago. And Max Shulga and Zeb Jackson, 2 big reasons why. Jackson has it here. Passes out of the double team. This is Michael Bell. Tries the floater. Doesn't fall.
2 good defensive plays by KJ Himes there. He met the first drive outside the paint and then affected the second shot.
On the block, Himes gets it done on both ends.
He's a good player, has battled some injuries in his time. He's got good size at 6'10". He's in his 6th season.
Go down low to the freshman Bamboye. I'm with you, Chris. Nevada getting it done at the rim defensively. And converting on the other end, Tyler Rollison makes it a 6-0 run for the Wolfpack.
Played well for them last night. The sophomore got a lot of minutes last year behind a talented backcourt in Jared Lucas and Keenan Blackshear.
Big answer by VCU to stop that 6-0 scoring run over the last 90 seconds. And when you need a bucket, Shulga will usually get you one.
And then Zeb Jackson will be that guy to help facilitate it. So good to have him back if you're VCU.
And Davidson fouled, trying to escape the double team.
You can see the emphasis with Nick Davidson. He's one of the best players in the Mountain West. He's had just a great career. Averaging 18 and 8 coming into this tournament, and immediately on that catch, VCU coming with the double team.
You know, obviously at 6'10", he's comfortable and capable on the block, but big three-point threat as well. They didn't get that going in the quarterfinal loss to Vanderbilt. This is going to stay Wolfpack ball underneath their own hoop. Knocked away. Michael Bell with the quick hands off to Bamisil, who lays it up and in to tie it at 8.
Really nice defensive play by Michael Bell to read that under out of bounds.
This time the VCU defense has come to life. Back-to-back takeaways. Shulga draws another foul.
Already 4 turnovers for Nevada. Not something they do a lot. Only 9 a game they're averaging. There's the anticipation. Great read by Michael Bell. And then VCU shows you how quickly they can convert. I mean, they've got athletes out in the open floor. Joe Bamisil, nice job filling the lane to get the pass from Bell.
Well, in early May, VCU fans thought that they lost Max Shulga to the transfer portal, actually committed to Villanova, and then 3 weeks later reversed that decision, stayed at VCU, and with him back for another season with the Rams, that's really the difference in a team that was picked to win the A-10 preseason. Without him on this roster, they're not that #1 team in the A-10.
Yeah, no question about that. And it's not just his ability to shoot it, to score. I mean, he's leading them in rebounds, leading them in assists. He's a good defensive player. He's just an all-around basketball player, and he can speak Ryan Odom language, you know, coming from that program with Coach Odom.
Spent 2 years with him at Utah State and then followed him to VCU, so they've got a long history. And now VCU in front 9-8.
That's not to say that Ryan Odom is not speaking English.
Justin McBride lines it up and knocks it down from deep. Whoa! Little outside from Bamisiel trying to find Russell in the corner. Goes in to the fourth row.
I think you get more fans in arenas if, like a foul ball, you're allowed to keep the ball if it ends up in the stands.
I think you should. And that's how it is in baseball, obviously. And yeah, that was an errant pass and then some. Nevada's made their last 4 shots, but they've also committed 4 turnovers in this first half. So they kept the ball safe. They've converted as of late. And a foul called on the floor. Wolfpack 11-9 lead. With this roster, they should make that 3 in a row.
Yeah. Well, and especially when you consider, Jay, I mean, that loss in the NCAA tournament last year, they were up 17 on Dayton with 8 minutes to go in that game, and they lost. I mean, you have to sit on that all summer long. And so I imagine it motivated this program, motivated these guys. Silly foul. And that's 2 ticky-tack fouls, one right before the commercial break and one right there by Philip Russell.
2 fouls against Russell, who is known for being a passionate player, the competitive spirit that he plays with, but has to be careful. Shovel pass. And another foul. Himes will head to the line. The fouls are piling up here against VCU. Now 6 in the half.
A good drive by Kobe Sanders. Nice job following the play by Himes. And, you know, it's interesting. Nevada last year was top 10 in the country in free throw attempts a game. Coming into this tournament, they were top 10 again. But Vanderbilt last night did a really nice job keeping them off of the foul line. And these are the first attempts tonight for Nevada. It's a big part of the defensive game plan against Nevada. You have got to play them without fouling.
Easier said than done when they have all this size, and it's not just big men at the 4 and 5 spot. You got a 6'9" point guard. Feels like they have a couple of inches at every position.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why they get to the line as much as they do.
Himes misses both. Bamisiel trying to get going. Too much on it. Offensive rebound. Knocked away. It'll stay with VCU.
Again, Joe Bamisiel's more of a scorer. He's not a pure shooter. I mean, he's only shooting 33%. He was 3 of 13 last night from 3. He doesn't turn many open ones down, though.
Jackson lines up the triple. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And he fires VCU in front. McBride with a head of steam. How about it? Off the window and in, plus the foul for the sophomore, Justin McBride.
What a crafty play here. Good shot fake, puts it down. And off of that goofy foot. Shows a little touch off the glass. Yeah, he's a good pickup from Oklahoma State out of the portal. He's kind of a tweener. You know, he's a 3'4". He's 240 pounds, so he can defend, you know, multiple positions, and he shows you the versatility on that last play.
Can't convert the and one opportunity. Nevada has missed all 3 free throws they've taken tonight. Shulga triple. Got it!
What a nice job by Shulga playing behind Zeb Jackson. Jackson went baseline, and Shulga filled the corner behind him.
We have had 6 lead changes already in this first half. 2 talented teams going punch for punch, wave off the basket. The travel. Good look for Jackson. Can't knock it down. Bamisil flies in, keeps it alive. Jackson, another opportunity. This time he buries it.
Great offensive rebound. And then how about Zeb Jackson again playing behind Bamisil, giving him an outlet and a wide open 3.
VCU on a 9-2 run in the last 2 minutes. Working through the double team. How about the fight? Nick Davidson muscles it home.
I wonder if that gets him going. It's been so quiet.
First basket of the night after a difficult night last night in the quarterfinal. Ill-advised shot there by Bamisil. Forced that one.
I mean, it's like a turnover, that shot. That is a bad shot.
Coleman catch and shoot. Missed it. After Nevada had made 6 in a row, Coleman misses that one. Another quick 3 from VCU. I know they like to take a lot of threes, but they are really letting it fly in this first half.
Well, and both those guys, Bamisil and Clark, did not shoot it well yesterday. And you know, look, I'm all about, you know, you shoot it till you make it, but sometimes you can shoot yourself out of possessions or stretches of game.
They're on pace for 43s attempted in this game. Just 3 of 10. Bamisil, that time goes inside and delivers.
That's playing to your strength if you're Joe Bamisil. He's a long athlete. He's got to drive it.
Rollison scoop to the hoop for 2. Bamisil finds Bell. Shot clock down to 5. Michael Bell has to hurry. Goes up with it. Bounces out. A good defense by VCU. Another takeaway. 6 turnovers by Nevada, but the Wolfpack win it right back. Rollison. Good defense by Jackson to get back and deny. And Jackson explodes.
Man.
And a foul call.
Man, there is no free lunches at the baskets right
It's
now.
never hurt. What are your early impressions of Duke and Kansas early in this season?
Yeah, you know, we'll see. Duke's got a big one tonight, obviously, on the road at Arizona. And so it'll be interesting, them going back-to-back with those two games. You know, does their offense break down a little bit like it did at the end of that Kentucky game? Become one-dimensional, all about Cooper Flagg? And, you know, does that Kansas front line of Hunter Dickinson and KJ Adams, does it impose its will on a front line for Duke that really hasn't been tested? So, it'd be a fun game. It's great that those two programs are playing.
Yeah, both teams have made a concerted effort this year and every year, I feel, to play the best, challenge themselves early in the season. And that certainly continues when they match up against each other on November 26th. And Davidson's been double-teamed all night, passes out of it. Ball moving quickly on this possession for the Wolfpack. Six with Love. Went up against the double team.
What a job out of the double team by VCU. Such a sense of urgency to recover. I mean, out of the double team, Davidson's thrown it out. You assume it should be 4-on-3. And VCU doing a nice job recovering.
And their defense is suffocating. They will make you earn it. Swiped away, right on cue, Max Shulga. Good ball movement, wide open three, and Clark misses it. He's had a couple of really good looks in this first half. It has come up empty. He is 0 for 5 from the field. There's only 2 points from the foul line. Nice take, the freshman Brandon Jennings for 2.
And that's the breakdown we saw a lot last night from Nevada's defense against Vanderbilt. Straight line drives, no contesting at the rim.
That's off the foot of Kobe Sanders. Ball back to VCU.
They've got really good hands too, VCU. They'll converge on the ball on that type of penetration, and they're all poking at it.
Clark bodied in the paint. The jump ball is the call. I didn't see that. The officials seem in agreement. But maybe Davidson did tie him up. And Clark in the double team there, caught in traffic. 7-point lead for VCU. They've been dominant on defense. They've forced 8 turnovers in this first half. A long rebound. Jackson keeps it in. How about the hustle by Zeb Jackson? This will stay VCU's way.
They just feel quicker to the ball, VCU. And there's Zeb Jackson grabbing that hand.
They missed the first 4 games of the season dealing with that broken hand. Not too much protection on it. He's got it slightly wrapped on the wrist there. Shulga fouled in the air. But that is the 3rd foul against Xavier Dussel. Checks out for Chuck Bailey for the final 4:38 of this first half. Jackson checks out as well, using the other hand to get high fives on the bench.
Smart.
Shulga buries it both. A VCU lead.
This is a team that does not turn it over. Typically, they have tonight.
And they're on a 6-0 mini run here over the last 2 minutes. Nevada has gone scoreless for the last 3. The Wolfpack have just not played their best basketball here in Charleston. Lost last night to Vanderbilt 73-71. This is a team that, given all that they returned, you felt like had a pretty good chance to come and win the tournament. And here they are in jeopardy of going 0-2 and facing Miami on Sunday. Certainly a lot of game left. VCU a 7-point lead, 4 minutes left to this first half. Clark's yet to get going, and he lost the handle there.
Timeout on the floor.
The Rams leading by 7.
Are they?
A ram and a goat?
Isn't a ram a male goat?
I will believe you on that. I haven't been to a zoo in a while.
Don't do that.
And they call themselves the Peppas.
Nice.
Yeah, so we are hearing from our production truck, a ram is an adult sheep. So
Man, I was way off.
not in the goat family. But Ryan Kopacci is definitely in the GOAT family. And he's been doing it for more than 2 decades. The heartbeat of the Peppas. And credit to VCU for traveling their band. It's provided an awesome atmosphere and soundtrack here in Charleston. They brought great energy. They're counting down the shot clock right now. Trying to fool Nevada. Sanders kind of fooled because he said, oh, I'm not going to listen to them. And didn't look at the clock, and it ends up being a shot clock violation.
That's another guy who has not played well. I mean, Kobe Sanders had 27 in Nevada's first game this year. He had 20 in the next. Came into this tournament averaging 16 a game. He had 8 quick points in the first 6 minutes of last night's game, and then went really quiet and hasn't done much here in the first half.
Shot clock down to 5. Jackson fires a logo 3. Missed it. Bounces off the hands of Love. This is going to stay VCU ball. Bamisil. 3 more second chance points. They've got 13 of them in this first half.
And it's a killer because Brandon Love had the ball in his hands and he just couldn't secure the rebound. You give VCU extra life and they make you pay.
10-second violation. VCU is feeling it on a Friday night in Charleston.
It's hard to believe how rattled Nevada is. I mean, this is a team, Nevada, they got 5 22-year-olds, a 24-year-old, and a 25-year-old. They're one of the nation's oldest teams, and they just look rattled.
Five turnovers in the last 5 minutes to that point for a veteran Wolfpack team, uncharacteristic. And VCU has opened up their largest lead of the night. That is the second time Bamisil has just thrown a ball into the crowd. He went for the shot. He shot it from the 3rd row.
I don't blame him. Look, if they're not going to let you keep it, you might as well take your shot.
And the thing is, he did airball it, but it was close, if that makes sense. From where he shot it, it was a good effort. Ten turnovers for Nevada, only 9 made shots in this first half. The relentless, suffocating VCU defense. They thought that should have been 5-second violation. Instead, it's 2 points for Nevada.
Chaotic possession, but a good bailout cut there by Kobe Sanders. only an 8-point game, but it does feel like it's more.
VCU's been in control of this first half. Jackson draws the foul. So this was the fan shot we were telling you about. Our cameras didn't capture it live, but take another look. So Bamisile, for the second time tonight, just a totally errant pass to the crowd, and then catch and shoot, baby. No legs. He was online, though.
The lefty.
On the line to the Rams, number 2, Zed Jackson, shooting 2.
And if he made that shot, Nevada would be asking if he had any eligibility for the second half. In desperate need of some offense here in the first half. VCU's defense has been the story.
They've been able to play defense really without fouling. I mean, only 3 free throw attempts from Nevada so far in this game, a team that's averaging 28 a game.
Sanders down the lane, gives it off, and a foul call. But Nevada has struggled to get to the free throw line tonight. When they've been there, they've missed them all. 0 for 3 in this first half from the line.
These double teams from VCU have been so well executed. I mean, they're coming on the pass, and then as Davidson throws it out, the recovery is, there's just such a sense of urgency.
Finally, one bounces in from the foul line for Nevada. Got them both.
And again for the Wolfpack, 0, Chuck Bailey.
1 minute remaining in this first half. VCU has stayed in control. An 8-point lead for the Rams. Jackson a 3. Got it! Zeb Jackson leads all scorers with 11. Coleman trying to answer with a triple. Nothing but air. VCU could hold for the final shot, and they do. Pull it back. Shulga goes to work. Under 5 seconds to go in the half. Draws contact, and they rule it a travel.
Trey Coleman, an immovable object. He's one of the best defenders in the Mountain West at 225 pounds.
A heave from beyond half court, and almost goes in. Nevada could have used that, trailing by 11. The first half belongs to this VCU team.
Got to be some spin and witness protection here over the last 2 games. Only 2 points, really a non-factor.
It's been a bizarre 24 hours for Nick Davidson. Late in that game, 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in it yesterday. He got a bloody forehead, missed 6 minutes, came back for the last 30 seconds. Even before that injury, he was taken out of his game. That will do wonders for a Wolfpack offense. Xavier Dussel, first made 3 of the night for him.
It's nice to score the set you designed coming out of halftime, and he is a catch-and-shoot sniper. Good set to get him a look to start the half.
And an answer on the other end for Jack Clark.
Guy who's been ice cold from 3, to say the least. 1 of 9 last night.
And Sanders with a head of steam. Foul called on Christian Furman, his 3rd.
So 2 threes to start the half for both teams, and there is Jack Clark. 6'10", that stretch 4. Been a struggle shooting the basketball here in Charleston. This is another guy too, Jay, that if you're Nevada, you've got to get him going. Like Kobe Sanders has been able to score the ball so far in a Nevada uniform. Been quiet tonight.
This is the first foul shot. They've struggled from the line tonight, just 2 of 6. Makes the second, 10-point game. And Nevada, we haven't seen it yet here in Charleston. They're capable of stringing together stops, converting on the offensive end. So they are in this game plenty of time, only down 10. They just haven't looked like the Wolfpack team we expected to see here through 1.5 games in this tournament. Contested 3 from the corner. Philip Russell knocks it down.
That 3-point line is starting to be a killer for Nevada as well. VCU now plus 15 from the 3-point line, and then you mentioned the free throws. They're plus 7 VCU. So in a low-scoring game, those numbers start to add up.
Sanders commits a frustration foul, reaching in on Max Shulga. After that Philip Russell 3, 13-point lead, largest of the night for VCU. Knocked away. Russell saying, I didn't touch it. Stays VCU's way. Russell been active in this second half. Misfires there. Ripped away. Kobe Sanders, good aggression there. Coleman going right at Philip Russell. Kick out Dussel from the same spot. He just made one. Can't connect that time. Shulga right to the rim for 2.
He's so crafty. Such a good driver of the basketball. He's got the reputation as a shooter, but he's so crafty in the paint.
Double team comes in. Foul called.
Just an all-around game from Max Shulga. Again in transition, early, extra pass, and just goes right by Brandon Love, and no help behind. That, again, has been the issue defensively for Nevada, and it's worth mentioning they are missing Daniel Foster, who with Trey Coleman gives them a really good defensive tandem. So not having him has hurt their defense, but they have not defended the ball well.
Can they get Nick Davidson going? That'll help. Believe it or not, he's been so quiet, and yet he's 2 for 2. He's only taken 2 shots. He's made them both. Grabs the rebound there. And if they're going to come back in this second half, they need number 11 in white to start to take over here. Calling for it. It said Love attacks. Missed it.
The problem is they're not guarding Brandon Love. Shulga's coming over to start the double early on Davidson. Nevada's playing the two bigs, and when Davidson's on that block, they're not even really guarding Brandon Love when he's high.
Davidson more aggressive in the second half. He'll get to the line here.
That was called on 8, Michael Bell. His second team third.
Davidson trying to shake something off. And Davidson misses the first. 3 for 8 at the line. And free throw shooting historically under Steve Alford, particularly in recent years, this has been a strength of this program. Just 4 of 9 tonight. Russell fires the 3. Recovers, finds Davidson. Nick Davidson passes out of the double team, finds Coleman, misses the layup. And a foul called on the floor as Brandon Love grabbed it. Nevada trying to ignite this offense, trailing by 12.
1-2 punch. I'll tell you, the thing that Max Shulga has done in the last 2 games outside of scoring the basketball is he is drawing a ton of fouls. He drew 9 fouls in that game yesterday. He's drawn 4 tonight.
Good play out of the timeout. Nick Davidson delivers. Concerted effort clearly in the second half to get Davidson going. Steve Alford and his staff have drawn up a couple of really good out-of-bounds plays coming out of timeouts where they have executed. Now can they get things going consistently? Deep step back 3. Jackson left it short. And it falls all the way to Trey Coleman. To Davidson. Counted plus the foul. Nick Davidson absorbed a big hit and still got it to go.
Love the emotion at the end of it, too. And a nice job by Trey Coleman, kind of, surveying, and then look at the run of the floor by Nick Davidson, taking the contact and finishing through it. Woo. And then you really haven't seen this emotion from the guy. I mean, I think he's been a little bit, down on how he's been playing. Good to see a little life. Man, that foul line, though.
They're shooting 40% from the foul line, 4 of 10. Davidson has scored the last 7 points for Nevada, giving them a spark here in the second half, trailing by 8. Wide open in the quarter, Clark can't connect. VCU has fallen into a scoring drought of more than 3 minutes. It has allowed the Wolfpack to get back in this game. The flush and a poster.
It's one of the few times tonight Nevada's been able to take advantage of the double team. What a find by Nick Davidson. Times. It's a 6-point deficit right now, and Nevada has missed 6 free throws. So, I mean, they're right in this game. And, it's good to see Nick Davidson join the party.
Well, he has ignited this comeback. Still trailing by 6, but right in it, 2-possession game. The Wolfpack trailed by as many as 15 in this second half. Shulga back into the game for the Rams. Kobe Sanders trying to pry it free. I think jump ball was the call. Luke Bamboye thought he was sitting on it.
He was.
And then he got his hands underneath.
We call that a tie-up. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Bamboye fighting for it. It stays VCU's way now. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
You know, jolt to their offense is giving a little bit of a jolt to Nevada's defense.
It's funny how often that happens. One plays off the other. Shulga, eyes on the timer. He knows he has to hurry, right? To the rim, swiped before he could get an attempt off. Batted around. Jackson fighting for it, and it's going to stay VCU's way.
Man, I mean, just an extra effort play to steal a possession. I mean, that's one of those, if you're Nevada, you've got to come away with that.
Felt like they had 3 opportunities on that possession alone.
They had to defend 3 different times, and they defended every one of them. Just couldn't secure the ball.
Second chance points for VCU's in the name of the game. Bamisil delivers a 3.
It really has. Points off the turnovers and second chance points.
16 second chance points tonight for VCU. That's the difference. Davidson trying to answer, and he does. Nick Davidson drills it from deep.
It's his first 3 here in Charleston. But he could shoot. He is a very good three-point shooter.
Came into the tournament red hot, 9 for 11 from 3. Stolen away by Davidson. He's doing it all right now for Nevada. He wishes he put that in. Would have been an and one opportunity. Instead, he'll get 2 at the line.
It's just too much space for a guy who could shoot it like that. And again, Nevada's defense has been good enough. If they can secure the ball, here they do. Good run out. Nice job filling the lane there by Davidson. His body language is completely different than it has been to this point in Charleston. But how about this free throw line becoming a real issue?
4 for 11. For a team that prides itself top 10 in the country in free throws. And Nick Davidson, after that make, he has now scored or assisted on the last 13 Wolfpack points. The defense has come alive. Another takeaway. Can Nevada continue to capitalize on the improved defense, turn it into points? Miss there from Chuck Bailey.
Bailey, shoot the 3 in the corner. You were open. The mid-range 2, it's not as good a look.
Shulga backing down Bailey. Picks up his dribble. Bamisil, deep 3, way off the mark.
Again, his shots are like turnovers sometimes. I mean, that's just a bad shot.
Passing out of the double team, and Bamisil went for the steal, whistled for the foul. Nevada on a 13-3 run. They're right back in it. Wolfpack only down 5.
Have not turned it over. They had 10 turnovers in the first half. They do not have a turnover in this second half.
Well, even better than that, not only are they not turning it over, they're the ones creating the turnovers, and that has flipped this game around.
Now they just got to make free throws.
Yeah, that has been the bugaboo tonight. Nevada just 5 of 12 from the free throw line.
You know, if you're Ryan Odom, too, during that timeout, you know, you assume he gathered his guys. They've gotten a little bit sloppy. Some careless turnovers, some bad shot selection. If you're VCU, you got to just settle down here.
Free throw struggles continue, just 1 of 2 from the line. Think about what this run would be if Nevada made some more free throws during it. 14-3 run as it stands over the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds. VCU still a 4-point lead. Shulga going to work. Jennings, the freshman, draws the foul with the shot clock winding down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, VCU is tough to guard when they get into that driving kick. I mean, all of those guards can put it on the floor. It's tough to keep them in front.
VCU traveled a great crowd. The pep band, the Peppas, have been loud and proud all night yesterday here in Charleston, but they've been taken out of it because of this Nevada run. So can a couple of plays spark the crowd, get the atmosphere going to try and carry them home? Jackson fouled by Himes.
Really nice job playing off of 2 feet. Great shot fake. Certainly a foul as KJ Himes tried to go Debo. That's my bike and my chain.
So we've talked about Nevada's foul shooting woes, 6 for 14. Well, VCU is 10 of 11 from the line after that make. Jackson parries them both. VCU able to set up their full court pressure for the first time in a long time after the make. Davidson, offensive foul is the call going against Shulga.
I don't like that call. First of all, they missed the first foul. Shulga fouls him when Davidson catches it. Like, that's a foul. And then he's not in legal guarding position. I mean, Davidson may have leaned in here a little bit, but I think you got to put more onus on the defense to get in legal guarding position.
That's the first turnover of this second half for a Nevada team that's been playing inspired since halftime. Shot clock down to 5. Jackson, another deep 3. Drills it! Sam Jackson from range.
It's one of those backbreakers. An outstanding offensive player makes an individual play.
Davidson fading away, missed it. VCU pushing the tempo. Shulga, count it, plus the foul. Shulga says that was continuation. The officials discussing. I thought it was. No, they say wave off the basket. Foul will be on the floor. Take another look live. I thought this was a continuation.
I mean, there's no continuation, obviously, in college. I think it's the right call. It's on the floor. I also would point out, how is that play different than the one on the other end? I think that's a foul. I also think the other one was not a charge. I think it's the same play.
See, to me, that one was on the floor.
Which one? The one that just happened?
That one that just happened.
Yeah, I think it was.
So
you're in line with the officials.
Yeah, that time. I still think if you take a look at the one before that, 8 times out of 10, they're going to give that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Jennings went up high, climbed the invisible ladder, and Rolison went under him. That's his 4th, and he walks straight to the bench. He knows he's out.
Oh, and it's a silly foul. I mean, you're not going to make a play on that, and the problem is, in a game where points are starting to become a premium, you allow VCU to just march to the foul line.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. They still got 10 minutes left in this one. And if it's a free throw shooting contest, that does not favor Nevada.
To begin for Nevada, number 7, Brandon Lowe.
The freshman Brandon Jennings steps up for a 1-and-1. This is the front end. VCU continues to double team and really cause havoc in the post.
Well, Nevada's doing a much better job cutting off of the double team. Now, here he comes, and a nice job by Brandon Love filling the lane. And still, like to your point, Jay, VCU does a nice job. Brandon Jennings there does a nice job making a stand, and ultimately has to commit the foul. It looks like he hurt himself.
They're grabbing that shoulder pretty clearly. Love now steps to the line for 1-and-1. Will like that. Need some more free throw makes down the stretch of this game if they're going to come back and win it. Love knocks them both down. Shulga off the screen, misses it.
And again, you know, this is how VCU plays, but I mean, you got a lot of time on the shot clock. It's really deep, and it was contested. I think you can work to get a better shot than that.
The threes were such a big identity for this team a year ago. They made 322 of them, second most in school history, only second to the 2011 Final Four team, and they returned 76% of that three-point shooting. They've got the green light, but they have not found the best looks in the second half. Shot clock down to 6, and a foul called. Nevada will go right back to the free throw line.
That's another one of those fouls that, if you're a coach, it drives you crazy. You don't have to be that physical. You're doing your job. You're keeping the ball in front. It's outside of the scoring area. And instead, you commit an obvious foul, and you allow Nevada to take a 1-and-1.
The next foul VCU commits will be the double bonus for the rest of the way. That rattles in and out, no good.
Man, they have really hurt themselves at the foul line.
8 of 17 after that miss. Two-possession game, under 9 minutes to play. Russell way too much on that layup attempt. Sanders working on Shulga. McBride a 3. Off the mark.
You'd love to see one of those weak side guys dive to the basket on the double.
Shulga draws another foul. That's the third time in last couple of minutes. Just the same move, driving right into traffic hard, and Nevada can't help but foul him.
He's really good at that. He's, you know, we've made the point. He draws so many fouls just by getting in the lane and throwing his body around.
1-1.
Misses the front end. Rare from him. Good foul shooter. Keeps it a two-possession game. Nevada playing without Nick Davidson, who's been the catalyst in this second half comeback. Coleman, the tray for Trey, cuts the lead in half. Up ahead, Shulga trying to answer, and we have a wedgie in Charleston.
A little bit complicit. You know, they've missed two front ends of 1-on-1s, which might as well be turnovers. And a big-time defensive play taking away a layup right before the break by Trey Coleman.
Full court pressure by VCU. They've been doing it all night. They've cranked it up with under 8 minutes to play. Crunch time here in Charleston. Both of these teams picked up their first loss of the season last night, trying to bounce back, avoid to fall to 0-2 in this tournament. Two teams with rosters that they strongly believe are NCAA tournament caliber teams. Who will get the better of one another down the stretch? And Nevada with the momentum. VCU has fallen into a 3-minute scoring drought. Similar to last night, Chris, VCU was in control of that game against Seton Hall. They led by 8 late in the second half. Seton Hall battled back, forced overtime, and then won it. Dussel for the tie. Off the mark, Davidson rips down the one-handed offensive rebound and is fouled, and he will get 2 because now Nevada is in the double bonus the rest of the way.
The heck of a rebound. One-handed by Nick Davidson in traffic. Just works his way into an angle, and then no question it's a foul, and he grabs that thing one-handed.
The VCU in foul trouble as it pertains to their big men. Both Christian Furman and Michael Bell have 4 fouls.
VCU's got to figure out offensively how they're going to get back into a rhythm here. You know, who they're going to ride. Their shot selection hasn't been great. They're missing free throws. Haven't been real sure of themselves on the offensive end.
8-0 run. It's a 1-point game. 7:30 to play on a Friday night in the Charleston Classic. Stolen away. Trey Coleman up ahead. Love is taken out. Clark flew to the ball. Whoa, all that contact and no foul call. I kind of assumed that whistle meant a foul. Take another look. Was this clean?
No, not at all. My goodness, how do you miss that?
Fouled by 2 different guys. I mean, obviously the freshman Bamboye flew in with the body. Clark was coming from behind. Sandwiched, and the officials say play on in a 1-point game. Let him play. Give it go. Love fires Nevada in front. The Wolfpack's first lead since it was 13-12.
They're starting to do work in the paint and around the basket.
It's a 10-0 run for Nevada. VCU desperate for a bucket. Trying to go inside, stolen away. Brandon Love, a couple of clutch plays They go right back into him, draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2.
He has been super active. Turnovers for VCU are really starting to pile up. But a nice job here, just playing high-low. And the freshman Bamboye was spinning circles, went down to double, and tried to come back out and close out. Brandon Love's had a nice little stretch here.
The iron extremely kind there for Love. And VCU's got front court problems. Michael Bell, Luke Bamboye, Christian Furman, the primary 3 bigs on this team, all with 4 fouls. Furman's back into the game with 4 fouls, 6:34 to play, and Nevada has opened up a 3-point lead. 12-0 run over the last 3 minutes and change. VCU, a scoring drought that has lasted nearly 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Who can step up? Jack Clark kicks it out. Jackson a 3. Falls off the rim, no good.
It was a good cut by Jack Clark on the baseline. I don't know if you needed to go to the other side of the rim there.
Good feed from Davidson.
VCU doesn't know now whether they want to double or not. And I think part of it is where Davidson's catching it. He's catching it out there, but look at Furman. He's in no man's land. If you're going to go double, you got to go aggressively, and then somebody's got to rotate to get in front of Brandon Love. But when you don't know what you're doing, that's where the confusion comes from, and now you lose Christian Furman.
And Furman fouled out, and in comes Michael Bell, who also has 4 fouls. And Nevada starting to make their foul shots.
And from an unlikely source. I mean, he is a career 53% free throw shooter. He was 8 of 20 coming into this tournament.
Even with that miss, he's 5 for 6 on the night.
Yeah, it's been huge.
4-point lead for a Wolfpack team that trailed by as many as 15. Max Shulga with the ball here. Off to Clark, to 3. Way off the mark. Offensive rebound, Bell. Bamboye. Another second chance effort, and Jackson finally puts it up and in and ends a 5-minute scoring drought.
A missed shot has been VCU's best offense because they cannot get the ball into a scoring area. They're relegated to just firing up threes and collecting the offensive rebound.
18 second chance points tonight for VCU. An immediate answer. Xavier Dussel buries it. Cross-court pass finds Shulga. Drives baseline. Tried to find Bamboye. And another turnover.
It's amazing how this thing has turned around, and it starts with Nevada in the paint, but now they're starting to make threes. What a skip. Look at a cross court as Joe Bamboye is completely sucked in on the weak side. And you can't be that far off of Xavier Dussel. He is a catch and shoots of Nevada's defense, forces him to kick it out and leads to a turnover.
VCU's been completely taken out of their rhythm in this second half, led by as many as 15. But a 5-minute scoring drought in a 16-2 run during that time has gifted Nevada a 5-point lead with 4:20 left. Davidson. Oh, contested shot. Good defensive stand by VCU. Shulga. Shot clock down to 7. Backing down Trey Coleman. In the paint. Gets it.
He had to work for it, but he got his 2 feet in the paint. What a big-time play. And just a bad foul.
It'll send Kobe Sanders to the line for 2 when we come back.
What a bad foul going to break, though. I mean, just a giveaway in the backcourt by Zeb Jackson, who should know better, and you gift Kobe Sanders 2 free throws.
Now, VCU led this game for 27 minutes by as many as 15. Now trailing by 3. Yeah, they should be down more when you consider the free throw struggles by this Wolfpack team. 14 of 25 tonight. Sanders makes that one, but they've left 11 points at the foul line. What's it going to take for VCU to throw a punch back here in the final 4 minutes?
I think they've got to stress getting the ball into the paint, drive it. Shulga, Jackson, and then play inside out. Those are the threes you want.
Shulga hits that 3. 1-point game.
He caught that ready to fire. If you're Trey Coleman, you can't be that far off.
Second made 3 of the night for Shulga. 10th for this VCU team. They've drawn back within 1. 3 minutes to play. Davidson, he's been the catalyst for Nevada in this second half. 15 points. Shulga swipes it from Coleman. It'll stay Wolfpack ball. They only have 3.8 seconds left on the shot clock.
He's their big shot maker, Max Shulga. Not quite the penetration I was talking about, but nonetheless, Trey Coleman just way too far off Max Shulga, who once he caught it, knew what he wanted to do with it.
Nevada has to work quickly here. Trapped in the corner, Dussal heaves a prayer, left it short. VCU can run. Damasio decides to slow it down. Good move in a 1-point game. Zeb Jackson leads VCU with 18 points, passes it off. Shot clock down to 7. Shulga, deep 3, in and out, no good. Shulga hits the floor as he was going back up the court. He's asking for a call instead last time. Out possession games and came out on the losing side. VCU in overtime by 3 to Seton Hall. Nevada by 2 to Vanderbilt. Who can persevere 24 hours later and find a way to win?
There's Michael Bell with the 4 fouls on Davidson.
Deflected by Jackson. It falls to Damasio. The steal and the slam. VCU back in front. And it's the defense that delivers. Davidson cross-court pass. It was low. Dussal into the lane through traffic. Regathers. Swiped away. Shulga has it. Back-to-back big steals by VCU. They have 18 points off turnovers tonight. Step back. Shulga. Big shot taker. Big shot maker.
If you're Nevada, you don't have to panic. And Steve Alford wants a timeout to make sure that doesn't happen. Hit the ball into Nick Davidson, and Kobe Sanders turns it over. And then all of a sudden, this game flips.
7-0 run for the Rams. 1 minute remaining. Nevada trailing by 3. Davidson, kick out for the tie. Coleman, clutch. And we're knotted at 61.
You can almost live with that as Nick Davidson went to work. Almost the entire VCU team went down to double. And Trey Coleman was wide open. What a pass by Davidson.
Both teams with one timeout. Shulga pulls the trigger, left it short. Nevada has the basketball. And a 5-second separation between the shot clock and the game clock here. Steve Alford decides to use his final timeout to draw something up here. And for VCU, a defense that's been terrific tonight, looking for one more stop to give their offense a chance to win it in regulation. 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They get the ball into Davidson, hands off for Tyler Rollison. Sophomore will wind his clock down. Off to Davidson, working on Shulga, trying to spin his way free. Wow. Kick to the corner. It's good!